Hi, this is Mark from ValueCharts.com. Let's take a look at the Euro US dollar cross here. We're looking at a daily price chart with value bars as an overlay. We're looking at, by the way, for those not familiar with value bars are essentially an indicator derived from value charts, which is a brand new technology that displays price in terms of value. Totally science-based. It's objective value, not subjective value. It's one of my favorite indicators. Value is certainly and should be certainly part of every trader's arsenal when evaluating any type of trading decision. So value bars on top here. For more information about what the colors mean, visit valuecharts.com and look up under products value bars. There'll be a description of thereof about how that indicator works. Directly below that we see MQ momentum, fairly straightforward, just a momentum indicator there, and on the bottom a indicator I created called Cycle Finder. Now, one thing to look at, just on a brief note here, the euro obviously has been in a fairly substantial downtrend here. We are in a situation right now where we're probably due for some sort of correction, but the fundamentals in the euro are so weak right now that it's hard to compel us to make any type of buy decision. Certainly, there's nothing that I see right now that would compel me to buy this market. Now, certainly the European Union can come up with some sort of fixes that might turn things around there for the EU, but as of right now, it's looking like there's a strong possibility that there could even be a breakup there by year end. So there's also opinions there that the conditions need to become worse in the EU in order for that whole region to implement some much needed painful fixes in that just that whole structure. So given that as a background, that's just a bit of fundamental information. I'm mainly a technician, a technical trader, but one thing to note here is that we're probably due for some sort of correction in this market. We've been downtrending for a while. We now see, in terms of the MQ momentum, we see kind of a slight decrease in downward momentum. Not enough, certainly, for me to want to buy this market. If anything, that any type of correction we see here could be viewed as another opportunity to sell. The moderately overvalued, the upper yellow portions of the price bars over the past couple of months have really represented some fairly good possible selling entry points. So that would probably be, again, something that I would continue to watch. Again, what I try to do is combine the value charts or value bars information with other valid market analysis tools. So right now, just kind of waiting to see what kind of correction could unfold in the euro currency US dollar cross to serve as another potential shorting opportunity. We can quickly look at the weekly situation as well here. In fact, let's take a look at the weekly price bars. Here again, we're looking at the potential of a possible correction here in this market. Certainly on the weekly basis, we can see that there is a lessening or a decrease in the downward momentum potentially here, and we could view this as this may be a little buying opportunity. There again, for me, not a compelling enough one to actually jump in the markets, but if somebody were looking to bottom fish for this market for some sort of a counter trend bounce, we could see how the week closes and possibly see what happens after that. If we experience any type of upward momentum, maybe on a 240-minute bar basis, using momentum as our entry and exit logic, there could be an opportunity there. So just a brief rundown here on the euro currency. The primary trend still again is down, and we are in a situation where we could be looking at just a correction here near term in the markets. And let's take a look at the monthly lastly here. Yeah, everything is continuing to point down here. So one thing to note here also is that we have a support level right around the high 118 range. If the market were to break that, we've got additional support going back further that would be right around the 116 range. So if something happened where this market actually were to break below those levels, we would be in a situation where we could fall really quite a bit, really all the way down to the once we broke 116, we could be looking at falling all the way down to possibly the mid 90s. So let's keep an eye on that. Look for possible shorting opportunities here in this market if we were to realize any type of daily price bounce. We'll continue to follow this market.